we go. So yeah, at Eve's Wake. It looks cool. It's interactive, which is a big plus for me personally. Because I like games that let you make choices and stuff. So let's just go. Let's go. Before everything can begin, there's a choice that must be made. Okay. What kind of language do others use to refer to you? That's kind of important in a game that's referring to you. Okay. Masculine language. Very well, now listen to me. Join us for the convergence the letter told you. The same letter that brought you all the way here, before the gates of a castle that should have been forgotten. Okay. As you stand before these gates, a sense of intense familiarity creeps up on you like an unwelcome guest. Hey, Crunchy Fried Games, how's it going? IWOCon was too big a download for me, so I watched someone else play. Yeah, no worries, it's nice to have you. Everything's going pretty good. But from where does this feeling come? You don't know. The gaps in your memory were filled by a festering void. What you do know is that your mother was always there for you. The only one left in your life after the car accident. The one that robbed you of your memories and your father. Okay, this is already pretty dark. Leaving you with your mother, who was always there for you. And now there is only you. The medics said they found your mother lying dead in the kitchen. An accident with the stove led her to choke on the fumes. And that happened by accident. Oh god, this is already Lovecraft. Everything has just gone wrong. It was a peaceful death, they assured you. But to you, a death nonetheless. And now with no memory, no family, no purpose, you may as well have died yourself. If it was not for the letter beckoning you to this wayward place, who knows what would have become of you? Read the letter, no need to read it. I'm gonna read the letter. Your cousin, it's with deep sadness in my heart I inform you of the passing of your grandmother, Eve Portwatcher. Portwatcher? I don't know how to say that. Please join us as we come together to mourn her passing and celebrate her achievements. Should you accept this invitation, I might be able to shed light on the deaths in your family. Some were not accidental. Time is now for you to step up and take your rightful place. The convergence awaits. Yours sincerely, Elizabeth Stahl. Well, that sounds ominous. I don't know about that. What's that? What's this button? Oh, okay. I think that's a log. Here now you stand again. You've walked away once before. What will you do now? Oh, is this because when I was testing out the game, you have the option to walk away? You have the option to just go and that ends the game, which I think is really funny. It's like, nah, I don't want to be here, bye! Let's go in. As you come closer to your destination, you begin your walk down the long stone path, the dampened thuds of your footsteps being the only sound you can hear. Now closer to the building, you finally encounter life. People in fresh, crisp uniforms, restraining in a way that only new fabric could be. They look somewhat surprised, as if you have arrived a little too early. And some look at you with a glint of recognition in their eyes. Interesting. Does it have devs screaming at you for choosing walk away? It does not have devs screaming at you, no. Not like what may or may not be happening in our jam game. Not feeling this today, sorry. It's an ending. But the most important image is the one you have of yourself. And that is... Oh, okay, I get to choose. I'm tough, I can't ever be meddled with. I mean, if you know me, that's obviously me. I know to seduce and know to keep quiet. I'm a charmer, eloquent and persuasive. I am none of these things. Oh no. Oh no. I guess I notice. Sure, I'm gonna notice. The frequent frustrations of your mother, there was never a question you didn't ask. You spot every important detail, repeatedly draw the right conclusions, and invariably have the right piece of information. Not real life, but that's fine. Live your dreams through games. Most importantly, you know when it's best to shut up. Wits is a dangerous weapon, and you know to use it discreetly. Do you agree? Sure. The staff still observes you with a mix of curiosity and restraint. You return the same knowing look at the members of staff, and thereby acknowledging their existence. Few members of staff appear shocked as you attempt to show your good nature, as if they had not anticipated being seen. Are they fairies? No, is this your spleen? Great, what the hell? No, that was the other game. You feel good about your choice. Though it feels like something in the back of your mind is screaming. Okay. I mean, that's just my anxiety, but okay. Your mind soon turns back to reality as you stand before the entrance of the mansion. I like the art on the mansion. Ooh. Perhaps it was due to the mismatch of eons in its architecture, the unevenness of its stone paths, the fading lacquer. Or perhaps it was the rusted ironwork that betrayed a glory once but never again, and its garden overgrown with hawthorn and thistle. Regardless, here you stand. In front of the large doors that guard the entrance of the castle stands a woman patiently waiting for you to approach her. She tries to wait, but impatience seems to strike at her. She speeds up to you and presses her hand into yours. Oh, hello. My face is a little bit in the way, isn't it? I guess you can mostly see her. We'll just go with that. The arrival of the 11th child. It's good to see you again. Let me introduce myself. I am Lisbeth Stahl, and I will be your guide. From the letter, Lisbeth? That's correct. I'm so very sorry about your mother. My sincere condolences. I guess I'll be polite till I don't know not to be polite. Thank you. She nods. You must be tired and famished. I could either help you to your room or provide you with some food. What would you prefer first? I have questions. My bedroom, I'm famished. I want to see my grandmother. Give me food. I'm hungry. I have priorities. Food. Food. Hell yes, Sauce. We have the right idea. Lisbeth takes you into the kitchen. Your luggage wheels jitter across the stones along with her steps. As you enter the kitchen, you're met with the whiff of fresh bread, roasted meats, and an undercurrent of caramelized sugar and alcohol. Oh, don't talk about bread. I'm actually hungry in real life. Between the hustle of members of staff hurrying along the prescribed routes, two young people sit laughing behind a plate of eggs and bacon. They look exactly alike. One of them notices you and nudges the other enthusiastically. Is that? Oh my, it is! You seem stunned. God, my face really is in the way. That's annoying. Ah! Victim 11 has arrived. What a pleasant surprise. We half expected someone to have dragged you into the bushes already. Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, who are you? Before you can finish your first word, the twins interrupt you, clearly focused on the conversation they're having. They seem delightful. Good art here. It really is. Corvus, that's against the rules. Oh, yes, the rules. I have to keep this all civilized. Is this? This sounds like a classical piece, like, slightly altered. I'm trying to think of what one it is. It sounds good anyway. I have to keep this all civilized. Lisbeth clears her throat loudly and positions herself in between the twins. Two lad birds scavenging for food are Corvus and Cora. Oh, like a bird, Corvin. Can you make the face come to the top left? Yeah, I really should, shouldn't I? I will do that. Hang on, it's just annoying because I have to do this. Whoop. You guys saw nothing, everything is perfectly fine. There we go. The Van Roekelu twins. I'm terrible at names. Roekelu twins? Give me a moment, I'll see to it you'll get your lunch. Sliding Robin, yeah. Woo! To give you permission to speak. Cora, we're all equal now. Or at least until this charade is over with. Anyway, good afternoon, victim number 11. Welcome to the Convergence. I see you're also here to make friends. We're here because we have to. Let us have our fun. If it makes you feel any better, whatever happens, we're all doomed. That's comforting. Let's go. Lisbeth throws an angry look at him. I mean, blessed. We're all blessed. What is happening? Yeah, who are you two? Lisbeth just told you, hidden in a vague insult. The Van Roekelu twins. We have heard of our family before. I don't particularly care. We could be so sassy. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, never mind then. We're good people. Sometimes. Hope to stay friends. I think we've exchanged enough pleasantries. I wouldn't call them pleasantries, but okay. Elizabeth guides you with her hand towards the other end of the kitchen. Outside the hearing range of the twins. She puts a platter before you with various lunch foods. It looks fancy, but there is something mildly off-putting about it. As if the sight and the smell didn't quite match up. You take a bite and your teeth hit something unexpectedly solid. Without making too much fuss, you remove it from your mouth and inspect it. In your palm lays a small ivory white piece of something. I'm good. I'm not going to eat any more then. Hasn't seemed safe. You see Elizabeth stare at the twins from the corner of her eyes, but as soon as she sees you finish, she switches her attention back to you. Where would you like to go next? I guess I'll put my luggage away. Elizabeth leads you down a row of corridors, up a large flight of stairs. It occurs to you the castle is considerable in size, perhaps almost hiding its immensity beneath the veneer of forlorn glory. Elizabeth stops before your designated room. A surprised frown appears on her face. A loud call comes from within the room. Oh, Elizabeth! You hear in a sing-songy voice from the room. An older woman waddles out and pulls Elizabeth inside. You choose to follow. That was a mistake. Okay. That sounds ominous. As you enter, your eyes are immediately drawn towards a man laying across the bed. Stark white, naked, dead. There's his feet. Great. Oh, there's blood. Oh, that's delightful. A large chef's knife stands proud as its blade is pierced right through the man's sternum. Not his spleen! Not the spleen! All the way down to the fabric of the mattress. Okay. When the narrator tells you made a mistake, you're freaked up. Hell yeah, you really have. I guess I'll be quiet. Oh, Patrick, you idiot. What did you get yourself into? Are you honestly surprised? That's a really cold way to respond to somebody's dead body. No, not at all, Diana. That makes two of us. Wait, is that the 11th child? I have a name, thank you. Oh bless, it's good to see you again. Why, you've grown into quite the looker. Point repeatedly at the dead corpse. Oh, there's a guy there and they're dead. You don't seem upset. I assume this is like, because this is blue, this is presumably an answer I get because of what I chose at the beginning. I'll click that one. Trust me, you'd murder Patrick too if you had remembered him. Sleazebag, a con man, a serial abuser. And those are just ways people would compliment him. I mean, he's also just dead on the bed, man. I don't think I've ever experienced a convergence with someone being killed beforehand. What is a convergence? Please tell me. This could potentially become an issue. Would it? Interesting. Well, I suppose now the twins will have to fight over who needs to take his place. Aren't you concerned about why he has a knife protruding from his chest? He should be. Someone broke the rules. The rules? What is happening? Are rules that important? Like, he's dead. Rules is what separates us from the rest of mankind. So yes, rules are important. What do you mean the rest of mankind? I thought that she was going to say animals, but okay. It did make me wonder who would stand to gain most from this. I mean, is that a cook's knife? I mean, a chef's knife. If you believe it was any of us, I can assure you we have little to gain. Oh, Bethy, don't bother. Your lineage is as obsessed with this as we are. You're always so good at pretending you're not. She then turns her back to Elizabeth as she seems to find you more interesting. Police? Police, anybody? Yeah? Ah, yes, you're entirely unaware how things go around here. Suffice to say, the police will never set a foot in here. Why? Because we won't let them. The man is dead, though. And if you do let them come, well, you might be joining Patrick. Are you threatening me? Bruh. Now, Diana, that's uncalled for. Thank you. He throws a look at Lisbeth. So you found the body. Ah, you're going to play the detective, are you? I mean, we're in a manor, it's spooky. What else am I gonna do? Apparently someone has to. You see blood anywhere on these clothes? You could have changed them. I could have. And what are you going to do about it? I like some of these choices. How so or why is that? Yeah, just like... What? The hell? I guess I just won't say anything. That's what I thought. But just to satisfy your curiosity, all I did was find him. I never killed him. Okay, yeah, why did you call me the 11th child? I can guess why, but... We're getting to that soon. Please be patient. Tell me now! Oh, Bethy, you're so terrible at this. You're the 11th child because there are 12 children, and there's 12 candidates for convergence. Of course, there are candidates of quality. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Flighty Felon. I hope you're having a good day. There are candidates of quality, and then there are those like you. Ouch! Bro, what the hell? But I take a liking to you, so do try to stay alive. Is this like the Hunger Games? Are we all gonna have to fight each other in this house? Gives you a simper of a smile, but her eyes betray no sense of camaraderie. I love the writing style. This is... I would love to be able to write like this. I love this style so much. Who are you? Diana of the delightful Pacthea family? I'm so bad at names. We had some interesting conversations during the last convergence. Are you still dating that rapscallion? I was dating somebody? Of course you don't remember. You left. All those who leave us forget. Actions have consequences, child. Is no one gonna take care of him? Yes, Lisbeth, take care of that. Okay. Diana, it's the convergence. Diana's eyes grow as if she had just realized she did something foolish. Of course. We'll get someone else to clean up. Okay. I am so intrigued by this story. I'm gonna leave. Bye. Suppose someone should go and inform Clovis and Cora now of their participation. 13 children this time. A record. Diana leaves the two of you with the corpse. Upon hearing the last remark, Lisbeth looks up in surprise. The 13 is unusual? It's never been 13. Some will argue it never can be 13. Regardless of what will happen now, the game has changed. I will inform the staff of this, and I'm sure they'll get you a cleaner room. Yes, that would be great. These are some good mystery hooks, I agree. We should leave before anyone starts drawing inconvenient conclusions. Also, the music is on point. Some fresh air will be nice too. Yeah, I don't like the smell of fresh blood. I'm pretty sure it's not a good one. He puts your luggage outside the room and leads you back to the courtyard. Back in the courtyard, you see Lisbeth taking out a pack of cigarettes and light one up. She holds the pack of cigarettes in front of you. You? The dead corpse in my room? Nah, not my thing. Puts the package away. This is bad, right? Yeah, I'm just getting the bad vibes. It's unusual. We've never had this happen before. Regardless, he's dead now. Hopefully we can continue the convergence still. Why does this need to happen again, yeah? Lisbeth takes another hit from the cigarette before she speaks. There are forces. No. You'll see at the funeral. Just tell me now. I know that's not the point of, like, mystery, but tell me. Just a few more hours. Diana mentioned the twins. Yes, family of Patrick. They'll have to take his place. Well, one of them has to. Interesting reaction from Diana. Diana sees everyone as competition. She might not be participating, but she certainly wants her horse to win the race. Knowing her, she's in the kitchen right now, gleefully explaining the twins of their participation. Well, now I guess. Let me take you to your grandmother. I would like to know answers. Yes, please. Follow me. Is that her body? Is that how open casket works? I've never been to a funeral. That seems a little bit macabre, but okay. Upon entering the Great Hall, you feel like you're not supposed to be here yet. A young man looks up at you, perturbed as if he was previously lost in thought. Elizabeth, however, gestures you to come along with her towards the podium. Where are you taking me? Your grandmother. There she lay right at the end of the hall, in a casket more ornate than functional. Her eyes were slightly open, on her lips laid her last word, and in her hands the last ounces of life. Interesting way of describing it. Usually not stood up as far as I know, yeah. I mean, this entire thing screams weird, I guess, but that's fair. Something jabs a thin needle into your memories. Slowly and painfully, you come to a realization. You know her, and seeing her lay dead before you, this long-held and deep-seated anxiety in the pit of your stomach begins to subside, laid to rest. I have a lot of difficulty getting a corpse standing up. I mean, yeah, I assume it's slightly tilted back. Seems like a lot of effort. Like, aesthetic-wise, it's pretty, I guess. Give you a moment alone if you'd like to. Who was she? Eve. She was Eve. At Eve's wake. Makes sense. You were close. Here, look at this. Elizabeth shows you an old photo. The photo shows you Eve with a collection of teens. You recognize yourself, and some of the others you've met so far. Eve looks sternly across time and space, right into your soul. That moment, there are only her eyes, forcing Eve's presence into you. This was during last convergence, 5 years ago, shortly after she took control and never let go until her very last breath. It is awe-inspiring to see how much one can accomplish in only 5 years' time. Notice a twinkle in Lisbeth's eyes. Seems like you were close then? I'm here to serve. That is all there is to me and my relation to Eve. But you're on first name basis. That's not her given name. That's her purpose. All those who lead us are the first of man, Eve and Adam. I hope you too will become them. Lead us? What are you on about? Oh, my brain! I would have left a long time ago. I suppose this is a good moment as any to tell you who you are and what your fate is. Okay. You're here for the convergence. It's when all our lineages come together and elect a new head of our families. Our families represent the 5 directions humanity has chosen to express itself in. Tradition, wealth, creativity, submission, and treachery. That's an interesting collection of directions. Those who lead, those who accrue, those who create, those who serve, and those who leave. It is a perfect system. Is it though? I'm getting the feeling it's not a perfect system. How do I fit in this? You're of those who leave, and every convergence you return to claim your position among us. What does that mean? It means that every convergence, people of your family are invited to join in. You bring a much-needed perspective from outside. You are naive, open and curious, flexible. And you're the only one allowed to join a different family and thus balance things in their favor. Of course, if that is your wish. You have any other questions? I have so many questions. My grandma led the families? Prevailed last convergence, and as a first in 500 years, she managed to do so without joining another family. Sadly, no matter how smart and cunning one is, death will come for us all eventually. Have any other questions? Apparently I've asked all of them. I have so many questions. Oh, this is making everything clearer. Oh, yeah. I'm on the ball now. My father. For a moment you think Lisbeth won't answer you. I promised you to tell you the truth, did I not? One of the people attending the convergence killed him. Casual? Fortunately, I can't tell you who. Can't, but you know who. As I said, I can't tell you. I'm sorry. I'll leave you with her if you'd like. Sure. Elizabeth creates some space between you and your grandmother. I'm gonna play detective. Try as you might, you can't see anything strange about her. Which is strange in itself. Dead bodies are strange things. Something akin to a realistic doll, but with something missing. But not her. She looks like she'd jump and give you a real scare. That's an interesting way to describe your grandma's dead body. I guess we'll be religious. You didn't think you were religious, but something in your mind stirs. Oh, I get to choose. Say a Christian prayer, an Islamic prayer, a Jewish prayer, a Wiccan prayer. I don't know. I'm not religious. I was raised Roman Catholic, so I'll just say a Christian one. God Almighty, please be kind to her soul and let your perpetual light shine down on her. I thought it would give you a little relief. But as the silence falls once more, all you can feel is being judged by something. Okay. Glance at Lisbeth and she joins you again. As Lisbeth leads you to the exit of the Great Hall, you pass the man from earlier. He looks up at you. I love your tattoos, man! Look at this cool guy! That's cool. Ronaldo! Interesting choice to be made, but I fear there's some exclusivity bound to it. Yeah, I can see that. Lisbeth and Eve's grandchild. Oh, of course. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you at first. Did we interrupt you? I had to see it for my own eyes, and now that I saw it, and it feels disappointing. See what? Eve. Well, you know Eve. Not really, I have amnesia. I do seem to have amnesia, yeah. Oh, right, you're from Those Who Leave. You're actually here. My name is Ronaldo. I understand you've been fully informed of your lineage already. Still trying to get used to it, yeah. There's no getting used to this. Take it from someone raised in this environment. Ronaldo here is an artist from Those Who Create. So we're with 3 families here. Not entirely. Your family's purpose, as I told you, is to be a wildcard. You can join a family and lead them to victory. You can also stay on the sidelines and aid whom you think should be our leader. Or, like Eve, you can grab power by yourself. I wouldn't recommend it. In fact, I would walk away. What happens if I do? You'll be the only one who's free. Well, until next convergence. But I'll forget everything. I see you figured it out, yeah. Lisbeth cuts in before you can respond to Ronaldo's statement. Some things will become clear after the ceremony. You're keeping things from me again. Explain, woman! Don't take any enjoyment from it if that helps. It does not. I want to know everything. Give me the deets! If only it was more than just what it is. All of this must be really confusing to you. Yeah. Incredibly confusing. Must be frustrating relearning all of this every decade or so. Fortunately, you've got Lisbeth to teach you the ropes. If anyone knows how this all works, it's her. Thank you for the compliment. I'm not sure if it is, but I'm happy you choose to see it that way. An uncomfortable silence lays itself down between them. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with my thoughts again. Of course, we'll see you at the funeral. As for us, I'll take you back to your room now. Free of any issues, I hope. Amazing. Any dead bodies. There's still blood on me mirror. Had a quick rookie at this. It's made by a Dutch team. Looks like their first game. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, I'm already super mega intrigued by it. Like, I need all of the answers. Which generally means you're doing a good job with the mystery game. Lisbeth leads you back to your room in the guest wing. This time she makes sure the room is clear of anything unexpected before you go in. No dead corpses this time. I love the sass. Only living ones, as you can see. I'll leave you for now. If there's anything, you can find me in the courtyard. But for now, I recommend you to get some rest. I'll come and pick you up in the evening before the funeral. Without awaiting your reply, she leaves you before your room. The room is pristine and clean. Only the memory of Patrick's corpse lingers in the room. I don't want to be in this room anymore. Good job if you get the answers eventually. I mean, yeah, that is true. You put your luggage down and exhaustion strikes you. Perhaps it was the travel, perhaps it was the stress. Before you will realize it, you succumb to sleep. You dream of falling into a void. You hear voices of people you feel you should know by name. You want to look up to the sky so desperately, but something in you is stopping you, telling you you're not worthy of witnessing what is right above you. Oh, the music. Love it. Suddenly a series of loud thuds wakes you from this dream. Soon enough, Lisbeth appears. Without exchanging words, you two leave for the Great Hall. Before you stands rows and rows of chairs, the occupants censored by the thick darkness engulfing the Great Hall. Your eyes are drawn towards the stage. It no longer breathes the calming atmosphere of the farewell of a loved one. Oh god, that is creepy! Oh no! I don't like that anymore! Do not like that anymore. Let's just take a second to enjoy that. Why is there a gun? There is a gun. Why is there a gun? I don't like it. Instead, there is only this. Elizabeth places her hand on your back and gently pushes you, guiding you ever forward. You keep passing sets of seats and guests, their faces unknown, barely lit, their gazes piercing against your back. It pushes you forward to the row of seats that stands forward at a small distance from the crowd. A few are already occupied. You can just about discern Diana's silhouette. Elizabeth gestures at one of the chairs and sits herself down on another. With little else to do, you take seat. You could almost touch the stage if you tried. I don't know where it's done. You sense the room is slowly being filled up with more and more people. One of them even takes a seat next to you. But all you can do is stare at the body in front of you. This is so creepy. A deep, clear voice booms from the direction of the podium, soon followed by its owner, an older man taking stand behind the microphones. Oh my god! Excuse me, sir, are you okay? Bro. Welcome everybody. Hey buddy, how's it going? His small eyes run over the crowd, seeking and searching for those to latch his steely gaze onto. When he reaches you, I'm gonna stare him dead in the eye. Is he okay? He's half reindeer. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna glare at him. You try, but soon his gaze forces you to look away. We have gathered today to bid a final farewell to the greatest among us. Born from the lowliest of our families, Eve was nothing short of an example to every single one of us. The truest servant of our magnificent patron. Is our patron Cthulhu, by any chance? Who amongst you remembers how she effortlessly defanged her competition only 5 years ago? Who amongst you still feels the scars that she has inflicted on every single one of us? Who amongst you still dreams of the night of her ascension? And who amongst you thinks they can replace Her Majesty? Be about to be indoctrinated into a furry cult? Right. I don't think so. A soft murmur runs through the crowd. I say, who here has the arrogance to believe they will serve our patron best? To your surprise, you see several hands from the crowd in the air. Ronaldo is among them. I'm gonna stay down, I don't want to get involved. And one by one, voices sound from the crowd, speaking a strange language and carrying a strange tune. You don't understand any of the words chanted, but you still feel them resonating deep inside of you. The first time in years you feel at home. I don't want to be at home here. Yes, say Lord and reach the patron. I can shoot. I'm gonna keep quiet. Elizabeth nudges you hard in your side. No, I want to keep quiet. I'm scared, man. Crowd repeats their shouts. The flames flicker in the rhythm of their mantra. and when the voices reach crescendo, the High Priest shushes them. Listen. Centuries ago, our families were lost. But then the stars whispered to us. They recognized how we represent the 5 tenets of humanity. Tradition, ambition, creativity, submission, and treachery. They recognized that we were destined to serve the patron. I don't want to meet the patron. In turn, the patron provides. Our Drutin provides, chants the crowd. I want to leave. Can I get out now? You molded Mathilde into Eve and provided her the tools to do great works. Who of us lower beings could have ever expected her achievements when she took control? Her wit and persistence brought pitiful bankers to beg us for mercy. The laws now favor us and our creations are exhibited in every prominent gallery across the globe. But with her sad passing, one of us will now gain the patron's eternal power. As tradition prescribes, 12 of you have already been chosen. One of you shall be the patron's new favorite and the leader of us all. Come, chosen ones, come and present yourself to me and to Eve. I don't wanna. Soon enough, 11 of you stand before the podium. Aside from Ronaldo, you don't recognize any of the others. They're mixed in age, gender, origin, wealth, and level of excitement. The High Priest looks over the lot of you. Then his dominating gaze makes way for confusion. I only count 11 of you. I'm just gonna keep quiet. This is not my place to say. Patrick was murdered this morning. His body was found in the guest wing. The High Priest visibly dry swallows. And who will replace him? One of the Roeklu twins, Your Excellency. He turns to them like the devil put fire beneath his shins. What are you waiting for? The patron to come down and drag you forward? We just think... Get down here, boy. And you too. As Corvus tried to say, Who of you is taking Patrick's place? The twins exchange looks. Then Corvus steps forward, his shoulders tensed up. Neither of us needs to. For a brief moment, the old priest spoke no words. Instead, his shoulders heaved up and down. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting... Are you daft? He's an hour from Yorkshire, let's go. How dare you throw away this opportunity? You should be fighting each other for the honor, not act in shame. You what, mate? Yeah. Perhaps Patrick shouldn't have shamed us by getting all murdered like that. Okay. Don't you talk about him like that. And he's not here to beg for forgiveness now, is he? Which one of you is going to take his place? We will play no part in this. The High Priest inhales firmly as if he was about to burst out. But instead his eyes grow in enlightenment and he throws back his head. Very well. He walks over to the small red casket and takes the revolver on display in his hand. As he puts the bullets in one by one, he addresses you directly. You, 11th child, child of treachery. I. Faces over to you and procures a coin from his pocket. His hand is noticeably shaking in stress. Prove yourself to the patron. Heads or tails? What are you planning with the gun? It's not that complicated. Heads or tails? Lisbeth? Oi? I don't like this. Lisbeth sits right up and tenses her shoulders as if she was bracing herself by what was about to happen next. Penance. What? Violence. You've had the chance to choose. Now suffer the consequences of your inaptitude. I don't want to choose. Is this like No Country for Old Men and the wrong answer gets you shot? I mean, maybe? Are you sure? I don't want them to die. Very well, Corvus, Cora. You're both- Am I gonna get shot now? Am I gonna get shot now? Shit! He levels the revolver to your heart. Yeah, I'm dead now. And you? You're out. Alright. Oh goodness! Did you just get killed already? Narrator, don't sass me like this. I say very noble to sacrifice yourself. Though, Sacrifice really noble if you didn't know you were going to be sacrificed? Well, you had a good run. I know, right? This fortunately does not have to be the end. For all I did was show you a glimpse of one possible future. Why are you doing this? Yeah. This is meta, I like this. That's a difficult question to answer right now. I can return you to the moment before you got shot. Or you can reload yourself. Then perhaps you can convince them there is another way. Reload yourself. I'm not just gonna... I don't know. I guess we'll just go. Sure, put me back. Very well, now return and try not to get yourself killed. I'd rather prefer to see you as little as possible. Love you too, Narrator. You briefly feel weird, as if someone else took up residence in your mind. Or you know I did. Anyway. I love the narrator. Silence, you've had the chance to choose. Now suffer the consequences of your inaptitude. Okay, now I have a different option. Killing any of us isn't necessary. That's the price of trying to mock tradition. Patrick's death already broke tradition. Diana? Don't look away from me, child. I didn't mean any disrespect. You're heading down a dangerous path. The rules have already been broken. What do you even know about the rules, child of treason? Lisbeth knows. The tradition dictates the rules. But it's a death on Convergence Eve. Hey, Starman, you didn't miss me die, don't worry. Something like this has never happened before. All the more reason not to break more with more. Lisbeth turns to the audience. Can you pick on Discord to make you jealous? Oh, have you made Bertian? Or however you say it. I will be very jealous. I think you would all safely agree I am the expert on these matters, no? When no one objects, she proceeds. We anoint 12 contestants as 12 is a holy number. 12 months, 12 hours, 12 seconds before the soul leaves the body. You mean 12 seconds? We have a tradition that 12 attend Convergence and that one of them shall become the patron's favorite. But it has never been a rule. Where are you going with this? Grilled today at steak. Oh, Starman, I'm so jealous. I'm so hungry now. No rule is broken when the twins don't participate. No rule is broken either if both twins participate under the same team. Please don't make us participate. If you let both be a team, they'll just gang up on the other contestants. I'm just pointing out the possibilities. The High Priest listens to Lisbeth's words with care. He turns back to Corvus and Cora, still with the revolver in his hand. You've made such a travesty of this holiest event. You are now both disowned and forever disqualified from receiving the grace of the patron. What is going on? A loud murmur erupts from the crowd. When you look around you, you see faces struck by horror and confusion. On the High Priest's face is no trace of a smile. Once Convergence has been completed, you will be cut off from our family. That's a little bit harsh. Now get out of my sight, you don't even deserve to be in the favorite's presence. Alright, bye guys! The two walk away. When Cora passes you, she whispers, "Thank you. We'll repay our debts." Now. While the two scuttle away, you turn back and notice Lisbeth standing next to you. Thank you. Thank you for having my back there. I could have got shot again. Lisbeth takes a long while to reply to you. In a soft whisper, she says, "I lied to let them off the hook. Oh, I don't know what will happen now." Interesting. What do you mean? This has never happened before. All certainty is gone. Anything could happen now. I just hope no one else will notice. High Priest turns back to the crowd. They laud and praise the patron. A loud druftin from the public follows. "O patron, forgive us our inactions. Forgive us our temperance. Forgive us our compassion. Patron, forgive us, shouts the crowd. This is so creepy. I would have left so long ago. Like, I wouldn't even be here. Oh, patron, while we are weak, pathetic, and scared, before you stand the strongest of us, the bravest, the most vicious. I really shouldn't be here. And through their cleverness, their ruthlessness, and their charisma, one of them shall prove worthy of your respect. People, only one thing rests to do before convergence. He once more takes the revolver from the casket. Don't shoot me again! He points to Eve's corpse. Why are you shooting the body? He points to Eve's corpse, cocks the safety, and soon a gunshot echoes through the great hall. A lucid liquid bespeckled with dark red flakes flows softly from the wound and stains Eve's clothes. The crowd starts counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When it reaches 11, you feel like your body is engulfed in ice-cold water. And then something warm spreads across your spine and ribs, as if grabbing hold of you. This is so creepy! I love it, but it's so creepy! You gasp. When the High Priest notices your reaction, he smiles. Let the convergence commence. What? Excuse me? Halloween 2021. Oh my god. That was so creepy. Why did this priest get ordained? I don't know. I feel like we should question that. That was epic. I definitely got Lovecraft vibes from that. Like, it was like, everything's kind of off, and then it just kind of, you know, spirals out of control in Lovecraft fashion. That was so cool. I really want to play the rest of that. I'm really glad it's coming out later this year. Oh my god. That was so cool. I loved that. I will drop the link again for it on Steam. Please consider wishlisting it, because that's so cool. Genuinely really cool. And the art and the music. Oh! I'm sorry, okay. I'll stop gushing over it, but that was really, really cool.